Welcome to class, everybody. It is Tuesday. This is Stable and Capable. My name is Alex, health fitness specialist at the McLean location. And today we're going to be working out. Got a 45-minute workout, and we're going to be focusing on building stability and building strength today. All right, full body. We're going to have some isometric moves for you. And yeah, hopefully you guys think it's challenging. Again, this class is all about building stability and strength. Okay, so let me know what moves you like, what moves you don't like. Let me know if you can hear me, all that good stuff. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started and warm up. All right. Let's go ahead and come down to the mat. Squat all the way down. All right. Bring those hands back. Bring the hips up. We're going to go right into our crab move here. Take the left and right hand, reach it up and over and around. Not really going to get a high heart rate going here or anything like that. Just trying to lube up the joints. Prepare you guys to move. Good. One more each side. All right. Go ahead. Walk straight on up. Gonna go right into a walkout. And back up. So you can bend your knees here if you need to. Don't have to, but you can if you need to. And you're gonna crawl out one more time. You're gonna bring your left leg up. We're gonna open up and switch sides. Get your eyes around to where your hands are. Wherever your head goes, your spine does follow. One more each side. All right, and push back up. Gonna come into arm circles. Forward, going forward. And we're gonna flip it, go backward. So the warm-ups that we're gonna do in this class, they're more so just to, like I said, lube your joints, get you prepared for moving, not necessarily getting your heart rate up. I'm gonna go right into some regular air squats. Nice and easy. Of course, make sure you're breathing well throughout. And we're gonna go into a side lunge. As you guys can see in the description, that's what one of the exercises we'll be doing today. A Cossack. I love the Cossack squat. And we're gonna come to the other leg. I did that wrong. Forgive me. We'll do one more. All right, now we'll go ahead and get the heart rate up just a little bit. Gonna come to some butt kicks. Go ahead into jumping jacks. Nice and easy, nothing major. All right. Three, two, one, and relax. All right. This last one, just open and close the arms. Like the swimmers do. It's that exercise the swimmers do to open the chest and to get the back. All right, so our first two moves, and relax. We have a protraction plank and a push-up. All right, so protraction is just the opposite of retraction. Retraction is the move where you bring the shoulder blades together, you bring the scapulas together. We're going the opposite way. All right, so we're purposely trying to clutch the shoulders or around the shoulders out there, but we'll be doing it in the position of a plank to add a little bit of resistance to that move. And then we'll go into a push-up. All right, so we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 protraction planks, and then we're gonna do 3 sets of 1 minute push-ups. All right, so here we go. So you're gonna come down on the mat. You can perform this in an elbow plank or in a regular push-up position, but I would suggest a plank position. It's a little bit more, you feel it a little bit more, I think. And it's a little bit more easier if you aren't familiar with it. So basically you're gonna let your chest fall, let the shoulder blades come together, and then you're going to oppose it. You're going to push your elbows into the ground, round your shoulders out a little. So there's 1. Bring those shoulder blades together, and then push your shoulders away from your ears. There's 2. Good. Push. You should feel the tension in your chest. 3. That's exactly what we want. Push. Good. 4. Take your time as well. Try not to go fast. 5. Definitely want to go slow. 6. 7. 8. 9. And when you protract, try to hold it. 10. All right, so again, retraction, protraction. All right, so we're going for the protraction of our shoulder blade. All right, so just bring your shoulders forward. All right, so we're gonna get the timer going for 1 minute. We're gonna have 1 minute of push-ups. All right. Here we go. 2, 1, 1 minute, let's go. As you push up, try to push into protraction. All right. So you can do these push-ups however you would like. You can do them on a wall, on an incline. You can come down to your knees. You can do a chest press if you have weight and you want to use your weight. But you can also just use your body weight if you don't have any weight. All right. So each time you push, protract your shoulders. Take your time. We have a minute here because we're trying to get as many reps as possible. All right. We're more than halfway there. Try to keep your shoulders, you're not going to be able to, but try to keep your shoulders protracted. All right. Easy. So again, protraction, protraction, protraction. I'm trying to drive that home to you guys. Shoulders coming forward. They're naturally going to come back as you lower your body, but press those shoulders forward, all right? Set number 2. 10 reps of that protraction. If you get a little fatigued, that's perfectly fine, all right? And again, you can do these at the top of a push-up. You can perform them just like that, or you can come down on your elbows, all right? So make sure you do your next 10. Let's do our next 10. And of course, you know, you can always add in like a weight vest too, if you have a weight vest. 2, 3, remember at the top, try to hold that squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. So we have a handful of muscles that do that motion there, but they're not very large muscles. They're pretty small. You have the serratus anterior, the subclavius, and your pec minor. Your pec major is the major muscle that you're using in your push-up, but the pec minor assists in helping bringing your scapula forward. So that's what we're trying to train. All right. Those muscles are pivotal in the stability of the anterior side of your scapula or your shoulder blade. All right, so let's knock out those push-ups. 1 minute. However you got to do them. Each time you're pushing up, we're trying to go into protraction. All right, at the top, protract those shoulder blades. Quality over quantity. And another cue I like to give is like try to bring your palms together. Even though you can't do that as you push up, I try to like create the tension that will bring my hands together just to help get a little bit more activation out of my chest. We got about 10 seconds left. Hopefully you guys are really feeling this in your chest. All right. We've got one more set. We're gonna go for 10 more scapular protractions. If you guys are doing them on your elbows, try them out on your palms. I know we got push-ups right after, but just to see if you're curious, definitely I would recommend you try them out at the top of the push-ups on your palms as opposed to on your forearms, but whichever one you feel the most in, go for it. All right, so we're gonna go into our last 10. I feel it the most on here. I do plenty of push-ups, so always feel it more when I get into a different position that I don't do often, which is on my elbows. 5, 6, and you'll feel this in your lat as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Last minute coming up. 3, 2, 1. Last minute on the push-ups. I would love to know how you guys are interpreting everything. Let me know if I'm making sense, if I'm not making sense. If you can get your chest all the way down, that's excellent. It gives you a little bit more of a stretch. But yeah, bringing your palms together as you push. That should definitely help increase the amount of chest activation that you receive or feel. Keep those elbows tight as well. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Cool. Next two, we have a couple of exercises that are returning from last week. The next two coupled exercises we did last week. All right, so we had the scorpion kicks and the hip thrust hold. We're gonna add they're returning because we're gonna add a progression exercise to the hip thrust hold. All right, isometric move. We're gonna go to a single leg or to a straight leg, but I'll show you those in a second. So, for your scorpion kicks, you're gonna come down to your belly. All right, elbows tucked, palms down. You're going to bring your left leg over your right, try to touch the floor. If you already have that mobility, excellent. Going to curl your leg, and try to touch a little bit higher. All right, you're gonna feel that a little bit more in your hamstring and your glute. And try to keep your torso down. All right, so just 5 on each side. That's 1. There's 2. Keep your core nice and tight. There's 3. We're just getting into a higher degree of hip extension. 4 is the last one. And 5. Awesome. And you just flip over. going to do is you can do a single leg, elevated, however you want to do it, but I'll show you just one of the progressions that I like the most. All right, so I'm going to come to a single leg. Last week we did a double leg hip thrust hold. All right, so of course you can elevate your torso or you can elevate your feet, whichever one makes most sense for your situation. And you can always come to one leg. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing, but we're going to have this next week as well. And what that's going to look like is the progression is going to have both legs flat, and you're going to lift your hips off the floor. All right, so that's kind of what we're trying to work toward. Just trying to work us there. So here we go. We're going to hold for 1 minute, the hip thrust hold, and halfway through, we'll switch to the other leg. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, lift. And of course, if you need to, you can go back to 2 legs. You can add weight. Ooh, I have weight here, but don't have it with me right now. So it's all the way over there. If you need tactile feedback, you can kind of like tap on your glute to make sure it's nice and firm. Get those hips up as much as you can. Switch legs. Again, if you need feedback, you can kind of tap on your glute to try to activate your glute. Keep those abs nice and tight. Keep breathing. Drive that foot into the ground. All right? 10 seconds. All right. Ooh. Flip it right back over. Go right back to your scorpion kicks. 5 on each side. Try to keep your torso as much as you can flat on the floor. Might have some cracking going on, that's okay. A lot of people don't do hip extension in this way. So we're just trying to increase our, and there's 5, just trying to increase the range of motion we have when it comes to hip flexion, so you can get your hips up a little bit higher when you're doing these hip thrusts. All right. All right. Set number 2, 60 seconds. Up. Don't be scared to add weight if you want to. I bet you it'll be harder than you think. Try your best to keep your balance as well. You don't want to be, wobbling side to side. Push up, come on. Switch. Switch, Alex, switch. All right, I'm switching. The more you get your heel to your butt, the more challenging it can be. So just try to push them up as high as you can. Push those hips up to the ceiling. I got a little bit of shaking going on, but that's okay. Flip it right back over. You already know what we got. Scorpion kicks. No real delay. And it's all right if this, if this move feels good to it. It's very relaxing to me sometimes. And if you guys were in class yesterday, you saw that we did the Nordic curl, or the reverse Nordic. That move helps to stretch out the quad. We'll be doing that in this class as well, later on too. It's a little bit more advanced move. and I know you guys can do it. All right, last one. If you guys are like me and you've had knee problems, maybe some of these moves kind of make you feel your knee a little bit more. But that's exactly why we're trying to do some of these stabilization type of exercises to increase the range of motion we have, make the tissue a little bit more pliable, if you will, so that you can get into these positions and it not be so challenging and so tough. Oh, why you guys ain't tell me to switch? It's all good. My left leg is my weak leg anyway. Whew, so you want to try to tense up that whole leg as well. Alright. We're going to get into some hamstring slides eventually too. I think you guys will enjoy them. Alright. So there are our three let moves for our 3 sets for the hip thrust. Later on, like I said, we're going to be getting into a straight leg hip extension, and even, some curl slides with, if you have like any sliders or something like that. So we'll be seeing those later on too. So I'm just trying to walk us into that so it's not too crazy, not too hard. All right, so next we have reverse tabletop and TYI holds. These are also making a return from last week just because we got to work on our back. Hard to get fancy when you're working on your back with no weights, but you can add weights to this one as well if you would like. So the reverse tabletop is kind of one of the moves we did in the warm-up. Gonna have your butt down, feet and arms or hands planted on the ground. You're gonna bring your hips all the way up. All right, and you're gonna drop them, and you're gonna bring them all the way up, okay? So that's our first move. We've got 3 sets of 10 there. Then you're gonna flip over. We're gonna hold a T position for 10 seconds. You're gonna come up, hold the Y position for 10 seconds. Then you're gonna come up and hold the I for 10 seconds, all right? We've got 3 sets of those 2 moves. Here we go. Starting off with that reverse tabletop. Well, I said we're doing 3 sets of 10, so I don't know why I got the timer going, but I'm counting. There's 3. Keep your shoulder blades back, all right? So now we're doing the opposite of the protraction, which is retraction. All right, so keep your shoulder blades back while you're doing this move, and try to get your hips up as high as you can. All right, we're kind of trying to go up, build up into like a back bridge. One more. All right. And if you want to keep going for the rest of the minute, you go right ahead. We're gonna go right into that TYI hold. This gets harder the higher your arms get, okay? So we're gonna hold the T position for 10 seconds and then flip to a Y. I need to see this timer. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hold the T. Shoulder blades are back, retracted. Keep your thumbs pointed toward the ceiling. All right, and really try to make sure you're in a T. Come to the Y. Ooh, but my laptop here is definitely challenging my hand position. You don't want those hands to touch. Come to the I. And back to the T. You don't have to lift your legs up if you don't want to, but you can. To the Y. Keep those thumbs up. Keep those hands off the ground. And to the I. pushing the entire back right there, okay? Reverse tabletop. We've got 10 repetitions. Here we go. Try to hold it at the top for a split second. Keep those shoulder blades back. 5, 6. Get those hips up. 7, 8. Come on, keep the retraction squeeze going. 10. All right. Back to the T hold, TYI hold. And if you want to do weight with this move, you can. I would suggest doing like between 0 and 5 pounds, but start off lighter for sure. All right. Have a different iteration of this move next week. 3, 2, 1. Hold the T. Again, I would recommend lifting your legs to the Y just to make it a little bit more challenging. You get a little bit more work from your lower back to the I. Increasing our endurance to sit with proper posture with this move right here. Back to the T. And if you lift your legs, you're going to get yourself more for your legs as well. And the hamstring and the glutes. To the Y. To the I. All right. Oh boy. Whew. Harder than it looks. Harder than it looks. Just a lot of burning going on. That's about it. All right. Last one. Here we go. 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Keep those shoulder blades back. Don't let your shoulders slip into protraction. Keep them retracted. And 10. All right. So, yeah. And just to, I guess, give you like a preview for the next move, we would eventually go to arcs, Superman angels or Superman arcs, probably lower where you're up and you lift your arms up and down. You guys have probably done that between Kinley, Jess, and Jen. You guys have probably done that before, but I'm gonna bring it back if they've already done it. And of course, adding weight, I guarantee you, if you add weight to that move, it becomes a lot harder. All right, we're gonna be continually doing some moves to target the shoulder stability as well in the future. Lots of isometrics coming for that move as well. All right, so let's do this last TYI. To the T, we're holding and lift. And try not to keep your head down. You want to lift your head up. Remember, wherever to the Y, wherever your head goes, your spine certainly does follow. To the I. If it's easy, grab some weight, grab some water bottles. To the T, something like that to make it a little bit more difficult. To the Y. And to the eye. Last 10 seconds. Whew, it burns. And time. Oh boy. Good Lord. All right. So we've got one more move left. It's going to be for our lower body. We're going to be getting into a sumo squat. It'll be a sumo squat hold. All right, and then for the second move, we're going to go into a Cossack squat. So sumo squat, we're going to be holding that, all right, for 30 seconds at a time. We got wall sits in the future too, just prep. And then we're going to go into Cossack. All right, so that's why we did the side lunges in the morning, side to side. All right, so we're going to be performing 10 reps of those. All right, so we have 3 minutes, or yeah, technically 3 minutes total and 30 reps total of those two exercises. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with that sumo hold. We've got 1 minute. There we go. Before we get into that, we'll go over a couple touch points for the form. All right, so when you're in that squat, you're probably going to need to turn your toes outward. That's perfectly okay. Just make sure they're at about the same angle, and make sure your knees, your shins are perpendicular to the floor. All right, so you know, if you're here, you got a little bit more. You want to come out, get as close as to a 90-degree angle with your thighs and your shins as possible. All right, so here we go. Gonna hold that for 1 minute. Let's go. All right. What I want you to make sure you're doing is keeping your torso upright as well. All right. Don't want to be hunched over or too flat in the back. If you need to, feel free. You can bring your palms to your thighs and you can hold there. All right. Bring your shoulders back, retraction. All right, so we're kind of prepping for the wall sits that we will see in the future. All right, and we're working our adductors, or our medial pullers, medial workers, our inner thigh groin area. All right, 10 seconds. Squeeze your glutes. Keep those shoulders back. And time. All right, go ahead, bring the legs up. Tired of my mat keeps moving. All right, and for the Cossack, again, we're just doing 10. All right, so you're going to basically kind of like start off in a side lunge, and you're going to rock from one side to the other. All right, so there's one. Keep those your feet at the same angle too, as you had when you were doing the sumo squat. 4. Squeeze your glutes right here. That's where you really want to feel this. 5, and your inner groin as well. 6. You want to stay level. All right, while you're going from side to side. Don't want to be bobbing the head up and down. Stay at the same level. Last one. 10. All right. Okay. All right, so we're right back on the sumo squat. If you need to, you can come to a closer stance, a stance that's not as wide, a more narrow stance, so that way you can hold it a little bit longer, but you're aiming to feel the stretch in your inner groin, okay? Here we go. All right. Remember, shoulders back, chest is up as low as you can handle. You can bring your palms down on your thighs if you need. Squeeze those glutes. You should feel it in your glutes as well. Definitely burns though. All right, so try to push your knees out. Don't let your knees collapse in. Push them out. That's how you can get you can ensure you can get that glute activation. Almost there, almost there. Go to a point where you know you're not resting. You're resting by using your muscles to tense you up. Alright. Cossack. Just 10 reps. Whew, that burns a little. Shake it out. Alright, here we go. Remember, try to stay level. You don't want to be coming down, up, down, and up. You want to stay low. Hinge at the hips. Poke the butt out. Side to side. 2. Take your times. Keep those glutes nice and squeezed. 5. Inner thigh and glutes. That's where you want to feel it. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Whew. Alright, and of course, you can always add weight. A weight vest is easy here because you don't have to do anything with your palms. I have my weight vest out another place right now, so I can't use it right now. But definitely free weights before you get into the weight vest, just to make sure you're strong enough. And then you can add the weight up as much as you want, as much as you can handle. All right? Here we go. We'll have a little bit of extra time to stretch today, which is not a bad thing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I feel like I'm a little bit deeper this time. Ooh, it burns. Chest up, shoulders back. You got it, you got it. Time. Ooh, yeah, I got a little bit deeper on that one. That one was the hardest one. Good Lord. But that was good. That was good. All right, last set of 10 for the Cossack. I hope you guys are burning up like I am. Thighs are burning. All right, here we go. 1, 2, nice and smooth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Whew. Perfect timing, perfect timing. 5 minutes to go. We're gonna stretch out for our last 5 minutes before you guys head out. We're gonna go right into the legs. So come to your mat, sit down. All right, we're gonna stretch out the glutes and the groin since that's what we just worked. So cross the left leg over the right, pull that leg into your chest and twist. Stretching is equally important as resisted workouts, resisted exercises. We gotta stretch too. So it's good that we have a little bit of extra time to stretch here. Feel free to go back and do any of those other exercises that we did today, switch, as they're kind of like foundational type of exercises, just because they'll always be the prerequisite to everything else. And hopefully you guys can learn some new bodyweight exercises along the way. So relax. Going to bend your right leg. Keep the left leg straight. And twist. We're stretching the groin out now. Twist to your right. Use those hands for support. Squeeze your glutes. And relax and switch. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the left leg. Keep it on the ground though. And twist to your left. Stretching out the right groin, that right inner thigh. Taking big breaths, squeezing your glutes, and relax. We're going to stretch out the left quad now. Keep the right leg straight. Grab the left ankle, pull it towards your butt, and lean back. You can bring the elbow down to the ground if you would like. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. You can squeeze your left glute to get a little bit more stretch out of your quad. Should look very similar to that scorpion kick we did. Big breath, come up nice and slow. Switch legs. Straighten that left leg out. Grab the right ankle, bring it on around to your glute, and lean back. Stretching before the point of pain, not past the point of pain. Again, you can squeeze the glute, the right glute, to get a little bit more out of the right quad. And relax. All right. Come on up to your feet. I'm going to open up the chest a little bit. You can interlock those fingers behind you. Fold over. Get the hamstrings and the chest here. And you can relax those arms, bring them straight down to the floor. Come up nice and slow. Bring the right arm across. Taking deep breaths. Bring the left arm, switch across. Good, good. And relax, right arm up and over. We never really have time to stretch the way I prefer to, but hey, I'm just glad we can get to it. So make sure you guys do a little bit more stretching whenever you have the opportunity to. And relax. So that's our class today, y'all. Let me know what moves you enjoyed. Like always, feedback is helpful. What moves you didn't enjoy. And I will see you guys on the next video. So thank you for joining me today. I'm Alex, and I'll see you guys next time. Holla.